Quiet.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Raquel. I'm going to be your nurse today, and I'm here to do a musculoskeletal assessment and a neurological assessment as well. May I have your name and date of birth, please?
Mildred, January 1st, 1990.
All right, okay. The patient is showing she's alert and oriented times 3. Now, at this time, I'm going to check her body for symmetry. Her body is showing symmetrical and alignment that is appropriate for her age and height. Now I'm going to check the patient's skin, which shows that it's warm, it's intact, there's no lesions or wounds on it. I'm checking for the skin tugor, which shows elasticity. I'm checking for on the patient's nails. For clubbing, there is no clubbing on the fingers of the patient, and the capillary refill is less than 2 seconds. Now this time I'm going to check the patient's pulse. I'm checking her radial pulse and her brachial pulse. The pulses on her upper extremity show equal strength and is +2. Now I'm going to check the range of motion on her upper extremity. Can you move your shoulders up and down? Can you raise your hands up above your head and move your wrist? Perfect. Now the patient is showing a full range of motions of her shoulders and her hands as well as her wrist. Now I'm going to check the patient's muscle strength. Can you move your muscles against my strength? Good. Can you lift your hands up and come against me? Very good. Can you come against me? Very good. The patient is showing full strength on her muscles. Now I'm going to go down to her lower extremity. I'm going to check for the patient's skin, and the skin looks intact. There's no lesions, there's no wound. I'm checking for temperature. This is still warm, and there's also, I'm going to check for edema. There's no edema on the patient's leg. There's no varicose veins as well. I'm going to check now for the patient's pulse. I'm checking for the posterior tibial pulse in both of her legs, and the dorsalis pedal pulse. They both show equal strength +2. I'm going to lower the leg, and I'm going to check the patient range of motion. Can you move your ankles? Perfect. Very good. Now you can put them down. Very good. The patient is showing full range of motion on her ankle. I will check the range of motion on her hip when she stands up. At this time, I'm going to check the strength of her muscles. Can you move your thigh against me? Can you move your legs against me? The patient is showing full muscle strength on her thigh and her lower legs as well. Now I'm going to check the neurological part of the patient. I need you to close your eyes and try to touch your nose. Very good. You can open your eyes now, and I need you to move your hands up and down on your thigh and your legs. Very good. Can you touch with your heel the shin of your one leg and do the same thing with the other one? Now, one more time, I need you to close your eyes. The patient is showing so far a good neurological assessment. I need you to close your eyes, and I'm going to touch your skin for sensation. Can you tell me if you feel this?
Yes.
Which arm what am I touching right now?
My left arm.
Your left arm. Can you feel this?
Yes.
And what am I touching?
My right leg.
Okay, this patient is showing a full sensitivity to light touch. Now at this time, I'm going to have the patient to stand up, and I'm going to check here. I'm going to check the range of motion on her hip. Can you move your leg side to side? Now the other leg. Perfect. Can you move? I'm going to check now her range of motion on her spine. Can you move your body side to side and front and back? Perfect. Now can you touch the tip of your toes? Perfect. As I'm looking at the patient as she's bending down, I can see her spine is straight. There's no curvature. You can stand up. There's no curvature, and she have a full range of motion on her spine. I need you now to walk straight to the side of the room. Perfect. Now I want you to go back and do it on your tippy toes. Perfect. I need you to go back on your heels. Okay, perfect. The patient is showing a full gait in her movement, and there is no, she has full strength on her muscles and her upper extremity and lower extremity, and this is the end of this assessment. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your help.